I'm ready. To circle.
To look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot.
Oh, my God.
Going to be incomplete.
Come on.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
That ain't right.
Kill. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Nice, sweetheart. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will take over.
Fuck. I'll make that throw.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. First carry now for Gus Edwards. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
It's not my area.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get turned it all loose.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Kill, turn up. Kill. We were 1 to 54, 1 in. Check 52. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Ah, come on. It's not his man.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
You gotta do some shit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running right, this is Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
Ball.
And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is.
Oh, wide open, complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 89 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25.
They gotta let me clean that play. They gotta let me clean him up.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check out three.
To throw again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy
coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake? And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 70 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
First block.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Definitely blow right there. We'll be all right.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play. And we just saw an example of it right there.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Got him, man.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Shane Ray drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Sean Lee, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger ones later.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, I got him!
Escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Got somebody open.
Two niggas.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Jackson, options out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game.
A lot of pressure on my defense, man. Too much pressure on my defense right now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Ingram.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on third down, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now you don't have
You should about that.
Now you left your lunch pail. Now you don't have no lunch pail to take to school now.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open
You
down.
go for this, right?
Turned out.
Pastor.
Couldn't even find his outlet, man.
I go for
Because
this?
the coverage was way too tight.
No, you're not past the 40.
Unable to find anyone open.
4th and 1, 4th and inches.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram.
Oh, blocking it back.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the 24, Jackson escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This
This
offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
You got bothered, though. We could have.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And the ball fall already.
A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Second down 6 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
55. I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught.
Hardy,
Well, we
what
spent a
the
lot of time
fuck?
exalting
Come
the
on.
offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful
Shut up.
plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
That man feels so
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And again, it's Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Killer.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott now. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
7.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin.
Huh?
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
It's my safety.
Tavon Austin. 39 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fuck it up.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
God damn.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Niggas is running out here by themselves, man.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive.
Come on.
Give him 5
This
on the
nigga,
carry
man.
there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they
Keep falling
start thinking about
forward.
burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Basically saying how much time it's taking your niggas to get back to the line.
Ingram again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
It's getting you to the line faster, but the clock is going fast. If you close, it's going to take lower seconds. If I throw a streak,
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. First down, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Did something good if you. what?
Said, you don't ever want to play. That's why he's saying
After
that.
the pick six, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll take over inside the 45
I can't
at the
play you. Oh my
44-yard
God, I
line.
want to play. Yes. Me. No, he played this. Falcons all or something, bro.
After the interception, here's Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has
Yo, this
it.
nigga a safety, Smith a safety or
Fresh
something?
out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game.
Fuck
You
no,
get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
No,
And the pressure gets to him again.
They don't do that.
They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks,
They really don't. I need them.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson.
Too much faith in him. You see, he got a bad route too.
Malik Collins. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
He fucked Smith up. That middle of the field was open. He fucked Smith up, man.
For the 5th time here today. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced on major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
Who said that? She buys these for PJ and the boys, and they eat these. It's tuna.
I don't want that, though. So my stomach hurt.
Why is your stomach
Got you in there.
tuna? What'd you eat?
He's talking about.
Hey, bro, we ain't letting Zeke get off, man. It's 2 good games on him.
Ah, man, that's four yards to carry, man. 4 yards to carry, not bad. I ain't had no big runs, though. I ain't had no big runs, nigga. I ain't get 20 yards one time. My longest run was 9 yards. That nigga Mark Ingram was moving them chains for you, man. That nigga definitely, gotta make some adjustments after that, man. Too much for me.
Feel me?
I gotta make some adjustments after that.
Gotta get Mark the ball. Running good. Best game I had was. Hit me. Hey, we play league rules. If you don't want to play league rules, up to you. 4th and 1 inches anywhere. Past the 40, 4th and 5 or less. So gotta rush the rules.
What is Cannabis Passport? It's an advocacy magazine fighting to legalize marijuana and stop the use of deadly and addictive pills. Oh yeah, it's also a kick-ass roll-up paper for free. That's right, 100 roll-up papers and an advocacy magazine. Give you 100 roll-up papers, no competitors will kick you down.
Come on, Sparkle. We're here. really old, man. Fuck. Yeah. She said something about your internet. Not getting that message. Let's kick this.